Well, here's a common question when using a beauty dish or a softbox. Should the deflector plate be bulging outwards or inwards? I'll bet you've had many sleepless nights wondering about that one. Well, use some common sense. When a light hits a convex surface, what does it do? It goes out in all directions, right? And that's what you want it to do. You want it to hit all the inside surface of this. When you use a concave surface, the light bounces back into the light source. Why on earth would you want to focus the light back into the light source? You want it to go out into the dish, which is why the convex surface should be facing that way. So the light goes out into the dish. Common sense. I mean, don't you remember your years of astrophysics? I sure do. All right, and then there's the issue of how far in and out the deflector plate is from the light source. The further out it is, the harder the light, the more you get hard shadows, just high contrast. When you push it in closer to the light source, this newer light, for example, has two little notches. This is the outer one when you get it, but the wire has an inner notch, so you can push it in. So there's an inner notch. So now it's closer to the light source, and that softens the light. So the closer this deflector plate is to the light, actual light, the softer the light, the further out it is, the harder the light, the more contrast. You get really hard shadows, high contrast, blacks, whites. I like soft light, personally, a little bit at least, so I push this one into the further in position. Let's look at some patterns on the wall, starting with the bulge facing outwards like a lot of people like to do. Now notice the size of the rings. The inner spot has a light meter reading of 2.87. If I push the deflector closer in to the light source, it goes up a little bit to 2.89. Look at the size of the difference of the rings. This is further away from the light. This is closer to the light. Further from the light, closer to the light. Okay, now let's take this and flip it around like I like to have it. So the bulge is facing inwards, the furthest out position. We get a light meter reading of 4.0. So it's already brighter than if the bulge was facing outwards. Now let's push it in closer to the light, and now we're getting 4.03. So you're getting more light output and the light is softer. So if you have the bulge facing out like a lot of people like to have, you're going to have less light output. And if you have it facing inwards like I do, you get more light output, and it's just better looking overall. It's just softer light. I like it. And a common myth that a lot of people like to believe is that this center spot here is going to disappear if the beauty dish is close enough to the subject because of convergence. Let's find out, shall we? Look at the ring in the middle. I'm going to put it right up to the guy's face. Oh, it's still there. It's not going away. Oh, but wait. Let's wait. If we take the deflector dish and turn it around so it bulges outward like people like, let's try that. All right, so now the deflector plate is bulging outwards. Let's see if we move this whole thing close enough if that center spot will disappear because of convergence. Let's find out. All right, let's move it right up to his face. It is not disappearing. It is, you have to put it right up to the guy's face. It's smushing his face, and the ring is still there. No matter what you do, that ring is not going away. I'm sorry to bust that myth. So there you go. Do what you want, but this is the way I like it. Facing inwards.